she's diabetic or sure diabetic. Something with pancreas was having issues. That's one of the things he said. We delayed it a while, but it ain't gonna be long. Just go ahead and get over it. Got another one on, man. Same age as that. Get you another. He said we're gonna get rid of something. We'll give him another. I wouldn't cheat, told him I take doing both of them. But that was Schnauzer. Right. It's a cat weird. And so. That line item 4105 is something we need to go back and check into.
So I'm gonna drag this over. So I won't. Okay.
The one that got letter one down, which shot well, I put it back to the back.
No, I put an extra beside that one too when I was going through and I was updating them.
So those are paying time too.
Maybe they put it in the wrong account.
Look out. 39.506. Is that good? That might last year was 39,000.
Which one are you on there?
Building permits.
Building permits.
Just want to keep training us what the people do.
I can check to see, but they only put those in when Tim tells them to.
The year rate is 736 and you anticipate 745. Looks like it's been over 745 in the last.
Mhm. And this is year to date as of this is year to date as of July 14th, last Friday.
736. Probably gonna keep that in 745. I'm gonna be all going to do 745 again. Probably gonna be at 750. Except for the one that's crazy over there, the revenue is not as big a deal as the spend.
So do y'all want me to enter it in like it was last year? I mean, well, this year.
I would look back and revenue goes through like it was our last number and, you know, just based on the average for up until what we had. We might be on track to about that. Total amount in is what we're gonna be looking at. We need to figure out what that's on that line selling, with that change. Go away and change right now, $15,000 or something like that.
You want me to?
331 is right.
Right.
I wish it was, but I don't see what it won't do. That's what about the sanitation fee?
That is $729,724.52 right now.
Budget, 833, how much more?
Mhm.
Will it take?
Well, that was just over the course of what, What do we did, 9.5 months right now? See,
That's even 9.6, 7,
let's see.
so that's the year to date. What
That's-
is it taking right now, 936, 788?
No, I'm in year to date right now. So our year to date as of Friday is that 729. Mm-hmm.
That's the last year was 936. 522. So we put in 833. Those numbers through 630.
That's through 714. Mm-hmm. I feel like we may come a little bit over that though, because we hadn't reached the end of the fiscal year yet.
What numbers that you want to use 833? We check it later. You get a little bit close. We had 40,000 in there, so we only used 40,000 figures. Or that one, or that.
1 second, y'all. Sorry. You said cable, you want to use what now?
We had 40,000 in there. But the 22, 23 budget request, my question was, is that number in? We actually took in a little bit more than, that in 21, 22. We can always go back and change it to show that it's gonna be. If this place coming on more.
34,000 annualized to be around 43,000.
So are we moving it to 43 or we keeping it at 40?
If we do 43 and you compare it to 21, 22, still come in saying because 21, 22 took in 47,893.
Mm-hmm.
And you annualize it, you did 43. We are. And up here on business license, we've done 745 the last few years. And in 21, 22, let's see, we did 748. In 2021, we did 751. If we, let's see, 736, with 9. We're gonna come in there somewhere around the 745.
Most of them have already been paid, so that's 745.
And if one of the other was building permits. Check on that. What do we have as major on for building permit?
Yes, because we did have something.
Yeah, apartments or anything that got building permit or anything like that. Yeah, we did have, those apartments, you know, the five built down on 21. I don't know if we received certainly anything off of it yet, but that will account for that. It's gonna be something that's a pretty good sign.
Maybe that Family Dollar remodel, and then paid something like that too.
I don't know, all of the license fee. We've been using $6,000.
The apartment complex,
What?
the apartment complex,
What you want?
for the building permit.
Got Walmart over there.
Mhm.
So we can't really count that out, you know. So we come out better.
About 27.
You wanna drop it lower than the 39?
Actual is 27 and 25, then,
Okay.
unless you think we're gonna be up next year.
I don't know.
Up to 30,000.
I was gonna say that.
Yes, sir. They have.
The license. We got 6,000 in here, I guess we can use that number again, I don't know if it's going. Don't look like it's ever reached it. 1 year, 19 and 20. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know.
Be right back.
We need that same 6,050. Where? Their tax is probably gonna go over like £700. But one, 22, you go to 6.
Yeah, you're over right now.
Yeah, with 15,000. What y'all want to do, we're at 675 already. The budget is 660. I feel comfortable with 680. You know, and they're probably not gonna change, but when they reappraise these things, on which, you know. 680. That paper is good collection all of them, but you see that. They raise it up much. Yeah, ABC. The last few years, we've been 30,000. I don't know where it's going to come. We come close every day. Last 3 years, that.
At Valorem, are we going to up or
680.
680? So this is how I do.
But we stand on the back end of the ABC fund, we don't be told. We're gonna be close about 30 or we've been budgeting 30, we put in last year, year to date, we get this 27 and over one. Okay.
I would probably do 30 again. To be honest, I would probably do 30 again. You can just, that's what I do.
Yes, I can do.
All right.
We have 113 now, we budgeted 250, we've been budgeting 250 for like 2 years. And it's been coming in. Pretty close right there. We're going to look at 250.
It's kind of low for some reason.
But if you go back and look at the historical list of them, right there, yeah. Miscellaneous revenue. 1,000. So, you're throwing, I'm correct, now, this parenthesis is a negative. Is that right?
Yes.
I see the money with, we need to read out the 11,139. You've been budgeted in 10. Right now we're showing a negative in it, so see, that's how good again.
It looks like we're. Why is that way?
All this is bad. You've been budgeted in. So last year we budgeted, so now this year we budgeted for. Year to date, we brought in 79. 25.52. I don't know if we have any more coming in or not. So I don't know if y'all feel comfortable with budget in 10 or 12.
That's 7,900 annual, almost took about 2 weeks.
About 10. Maybe 1.5 cents sales tax. Budget with 3.5 million, we're at 3,155,832 now.
Oh, it's true, I'm up at about 3.2 million. Again, I have no months.
Mhm.
Right. How y'all, what number y'all want to use there? Yeah, 3.5 million. You said annualized, it's going to be about 4.2.
Last couple of years. 3.9, 3.8. I'd be comfortable with 3.8. Right now. 3.8.
There, y'all do it there, man. 3.8.
Oh. This-
The tobacco sales tax. We've been budgeted in 31, we're at 26,568. Is there a vaping tax? We have a vaping tax? We're vaping this in book cigarettes, so we ain't very tax on it. If we not, we be put it on it. We buy ourselves well, we look at it, I don't remember if we did or not. I think we did it like. Know about smoking, that's about doing it, I'm gonna risk some tax on it, because first, we've got 2 vape shops, and man, sell it. I kind of think we have. You don't want to look at 31 again? All those sales tax. we're at 13,683 now, and we budgeted 12,000. Annualized, that's gonna come out somewhere close to 14.
About 17, if it's consistent.
Because the year before we did 21,903.
Not the same problem, because there's so many sales during COVID. 17 and 18 for 2 years.
Yeah. If we did 17, I don't think we'd be out of range.
17 is the minimum.
Meals for the elderly.
Yeah, that's,
Just care of people.
that's the number we get from,
APRC.
Yeah.
I said they're meals. They say they're a little bit better than anything, bags. Well, they just changed the heat. Yeah. Yes. When I went to APRC, they said it was an improvement over the last. Thing.
for about the same number, and you can check and see if it's changed.
Yeah, I think they know that we really. Last year, TRC hit us with this all transportation. Well,
Yeah.
so. Interest income. Well, it went up a little bit. It should go a bit there. Good at 4,000.
It's not a lot of difference.
The community house rooms. It go down a little bit this year. About. Yeah, $4,000 was here in 21, 22. We budgeted 30,000, we took in 38,915. 22, 23, we budgeted 30,000. So far, we took in 33,897, 75.
So. Maybe 31.
I'll be a number 31. That coordinated donations. For this year, we have $170. Let's see, we have coordinated revenue. Then point out 100, and this one is the C is there. Where does it come from? That's key.
Vendor fees.
Huh?
Vendor fees,
That's what it is.
Paget fees. Farmers market.
Bring our point with you. Everything into three.
At least 4 last 3 years.
I'm trying to think if that's where their CPR class fees go to. Sure on that. We charge $50 now for CPR class. I'm not positive on that one, but I think that's, they went up from $25 to $50.
Now, the 675, man. Like pray record recommend space rental, what's on, did things that we don't.
I'm not sure. Is that the registration fee? Is that a percentage off the registration fee maybe? Or
I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
People have, is pray reports, or is somebody having their own pray with? Do we still have some pray with it?
I'm not- it's not a lot. That's like a.
Obviously, we're not getting much, you know, we got $35, we get a check.
Honestly, that comes from the state or percentage of it. I'm not sure. Yeah. That one.
And stuff. Yes.
It says the basic revenue got $3,813.65 year to date, we budgeted $2,000. Year before, we budgeted $2,000, we got $16.40.
We're better on collecting this year.
So, that'd be 2,000, 2,500. Is that money we actually collect? Or is that money we're supposed to collect?
It's gotta be, that's what we put in the bank. That's what it would have gone in the bank. In that account.
Is that yards or is that?
I believe
Or both of them?
Tim, goes over and files the process and. I'm not sure if the county then maybe sends us a portion. I wish I knew, but I don't do. I've never done that side of the bill. Oops, I don't know why it struck through. I have to remove that. It's got a lot through.
Everything comes on the change of business. No, the rental wouldn't come in the morning.
And we got some copper rental on that, on the west street. We were getting some. They were at least had power.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the things you could get around when it comes from. Oh, what else? Well,
This is general fund.
About 15,000, same between 30. What is that over there? Not counting on gas. That ain't what I do.
And unless the extra money they're sending that supposed to be. Supposed to be in capital. It's supposed to be-
Get all the members in, put in that little lotion on there. And then, you know, they franchise it. So the mayor.
Stuff.
I put 55,000 in the deal with Flush and White.
Yeah, it may be supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Every year.
Something I need to do a journal entry on probably.
Who loaded these numbers up? I think they, when she went through this year, she used, where is it? Harris. That's all.
Yes, sir.
I'll check that out. Wait.
Doesn't that extra go in our capital improvements budget? Yes, so that where we put the. Something on the gas.
I believe so. I believe so. I'd have to look at it.
The water service franchise. You know, I guess it holds about 36,000. You would get a little bit more, but it's pretty much there, 36. The lodging tax. Let's see, we're at 94,493.15 now. We had 100,000 in there for 2023. That's what it comes to doing 100,000. They probably go with the old. We already Airbnb and everything.
Annual number would be about 126 at the 94 annual basis. What were you saying?
Let's see, 21, 22, we budgeted 90, we took in 137. And 22, 23, we budgeted 100,000 and so forth, we taking in 94, 493, 15.
So we got 100. We bumped it to at least 120.
Why did we do better than we did last year?
Absolutely, and it keeps going down.
And last year must have been something messed up in it.
Well, this is gonna be through June.
Yeah, but the year to date last year was right at 200,000.
Yeah, that's true. Too.
No, that should be the whole year
Hmm.
in there.
We can do it.
Hmm.
Well, in 2021. That's right. Let's see.
It's been going up each month. Because the county actually questioned why their check was increasing that they pay us, so. They wanted to know who were the top 3 revenue earners in the county.
Looks like something in year to date on last year, you're right.
I believe they were late in paying our check into us. They had 3 months worth of revenue that did not get paid until October, so that might be what the problem is. From the county. Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it was behind too with Amanda leaving.
So
The billing part of to them was behind also.
We'll put the 600,000 there with a question. That should be a good number.
I've given that figure to the auditors to do the to go back and put it in on the books as a receivable. I didn't have time to go in and do all of those. Instead of it being posted in this year, they'll go in and move it with their entry and put it in last year's figures.
Or you get your room, we're gonna get another 2 feet.
I mean, the sales tax is not going down. It's significant, it really has, that lot. So that number should be right here.
Sure, technically, it should be a third of 3.1 million this year. If it's a half cent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's 1.5 cent. And 3.1 million.
Put 600,000 in there, plus one, see what we can. Now what happens. Sewer franchise. Put 30,000 in there, we have 27,113. Sound like we have another 30,000. Beverage applications. We had 500, we took in 18. Before the minute. 500, took in 150. Well, then, we had 500, took in 600. Well, like it's lots of rating all over the place. Yeah, it seems to be new application. 500.
Surplus property, we have. One bunch of cars to sell this year.
We had
Probably.
anything. We did last April of 22 was the last sale. We had all the, yeah, there was a bunch of them.
We're gonna charge for action for payment. I don't see anything. I ain't had anybody, so I don't know if you can charge or not. So you can charge, if something like that, turn it out.
Unless they do it at the PD and it runs through their books and not ours. I'm not sure.
Okay, with the Southern White franchise. 2023 was 5,000. We got 7,143.60. If they'll pay us, they should hold, shouldn't they? You know, or did they pay them back? We shouldn't have to pay anything back. I see, did they pay any back or money that they owe back in 21, 22?
26,000.
26,000, that's where the big money was. And that, you know, so now it's at 7,143.
That'd be about 9 anyway.
Yeah. That should be a good number, that should be what they're paying. And that's it's more folks on here. 8,500. You got a good nickname. You see, we actually did trying to see if it's on, franchise people, not the thing. We get a franchise people not here now, they got 11,225. Last year in 2023 budget, we budgeted 12,500. Great, right now, they were gonna be here. And they did so much phone about the last 3 months, it's been great. I was out of my house for a week, didn't care about fixing it, I've been out of business, moving pounds. 3 days time.
I got a call today from somebody that lives in Monroeville, want me to help them get from to the respond.
Yeah.
I can't get them to.
Call that number and talk to them for half hour. You get somebody that can't speak English well.
Said they're found a bit for a month.
Yeah.
I've been sitting at home waiting for them to come and speak.
Yeah, you get bought, take the time when they gonna get there. But my house, they want to go back and there's 3 different places. They got a thing, they put on there, tell you how far back is the breaking line. And they go back and you kept going, and there's 3 different times where like it messed up. But they keep saying over here. And we were out, there was a bunch of folks out in town here for several days, on the square, it was snow.
And our business is down for 2 weeks.
They put that little thing on their house where the problem was, it was central. It was a mile from where it runs around the square all the way back around here before it goes back to central, which is right over here by Crestmont. They determined the problem was back there. That was out 3 days.
Everybody was spreading these TVs that you don't have kids and internet. Get that. At 11,000 annualized to be around 14. We make it up to 13,000 maybe.
13,500.
It's been a good thing to get more money out of it. We got any holes we didn't fill in?
Well, we got that one, we gotta go back and change that big number or something,
Yeah.
and figure out why that's.
We could probably just put the 15,000 in there for now.
Go up there, was it 11 or 7 or whatever it was.
Which one? Let's see.
Yeah, keep them
No,
on.
it was on it, okay. Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha, sorry, thank you.
You have any idea?
I don't, I can go run a detail account history.
It's normally been around 15. 14.
I don't know if something's being keyed wrong, you know, we got to have two new people in that position, so I don't know.
We know they ain't right, but now, no question about that, what it could be. Where it came from to even get in there.
We see 18 and 17 and something, so.
Yeah, I just need to research that, because I don't know. Or I can,
What about that business privilege tax?
So then the other numbers were $100,000 off it from year to date, so otherwise it's not like they got loaded into the wrong column.
Yeah, business privilege tax.
yeah, what is that one? Oh. I don't have anything on that one.
Put 15 in there and see what your total is in the business.
331, put 15 in.
What, keep going?
7,
7, put 15 in.
24,000.
Let's see. It's the top. It's dividends. I don't get dividends on anything.
On the exercise, we never budget. Because we got the banking fees with them. So.
It's there. Okay. That's very good to mix. Need to go back up again. Let's see. I think it's because I have those question marks in there is why it's not totaling. I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to do a total. Let me see if I just need it. Doesn't have a sum in there. Jeez.
The question mark, you have to see what that.
If not, would do it. I don't think it's just do. Just need to sum it. That away. Sum. No. Here. Yeah, I don't. I need that. Is my sum right up there? Oh, geez. Here to. Yeah. Okay. You know, shortcuts. I know.
Click okay, and it should add it.
Okay.
Say, okay. So it's right at 8 million. Something.
I usually like. No.
You're doing good.
I usually just go up and do my auto edit my sounds.
Yeah, click it again and see what it's included. It's good on them.
Here,
Click on that.
go to the
box at
bottom
the
again.
bottom, and that'll tell you what's included.
You tell I'm used to having a mouse and not touch. No. No, it's still, why is it scrolling me back up?
Yeah, so that.
How many years she sit here and I don't think I tapped on it. That's probably why. It's like there.
But you may have to click on it once.
But it's doing C49 through
Yeah, you don't need that.
K49.
You want L,
L.
what is it, 2, L3 through L48?
Come on. No.
3 through 48, I think it is.
That's not the right L. There it does look better. Where it got C whatever from. What's the difference in those? Difference between. $324,100.
We're on some bad. They know what happened. Yeah, yeah. Did they get what? We're on some bad. Which is like, so sure, they sure. Yeah. And then the watch you call it. It's two of them. It's, that's all it is. That's I think the parade was there, right, so they're coming to try. And he said, it was down. From $20,000. Oh, they're riding. Well, I told you the style, but you may know they do this too. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's, well, hang on.
7,481,049.
Increase of $324,100.
Next year, I have the expenditure. Right, so.
Oops.
6014, city attorney. I think that's 19,500. Yeah, it's been through the beginning of the 250 and they Right, I have seen that thing, because that comes from fees they charge, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yeah, income was like 800 and something, so that must be some supplies or something they had to buy.
They were buying booklets and different, stuff last year.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about election expenses this year. Sales tax revenue, every year, reasonable. 70,000, so far this year is 75, 355, 98. In the year before, we budgeted 65, it came in at 90,000, 725, 27. This is an expense, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a discount that they give merchants for collecting the tax.
So, annualize, it's gonna come out to very close to 9.
If it's 75, it's true, it'd be closer to 100 probably. 9 was pretty sure. Mm-hmm. 95 to be conservative. You know, it's a percentage. What the number is that? I think you probably tell you on that. They charge a fee too, that's first.
Collected on all the way to delinquent ones we had. For budget purposes, we use 90.
90 or 95.
What is- Yeah. Wastewater appropriation.
So still owe another appropriation this year on this. Did it level out at a certain number?
Yeah, but I'm thinking 200,000, 250, it wasn't two. I think 200,000.
It was 250 last year.
Yeah. It either stopped at 250 or stopped at 200. I think it's probably 200. We usually 500. And when we turned it over, then we were gonna still maintain some of the money given to them to help supplement the sewage. But then the way they're going up on sewage rate, I'm about getting where I'm gonna supplement, helping me. Oh. They build that thing that they go up every year now. That's a requirement. They certain percentage, they go up every year. They ain't no voting on or nothing. Oh, put it in, it's gonna go up a certain percentage every year. Water into.
Oh, Thelma, the other day, I'm getting complaints too about them being closed on Friday. I can go to an office, let people pay the bill on Friday. So,
They wouldn't do, the being open on the office, they should be open.
Yeah.
Now, the crew, they get called out all the time, no matter what, if something happens, they gonna come out. But they get their work in 4 days, their regular construction work, and that's probably fine.
right.
And that's what the county's doing, everybody else is doing that, but the
Yeah.
office ought to be open.
Because some people get paid on Friday and when the bill's due and they need to get paid.
Yeah, they wait a minute, hey, that cuts you off too, and charge you to look back up. And don't send out any notice. I mean, it's you don't get any preliminary like Alabama Power. You get grace period there, you don't get it with them. They cut it off.
250. I'm
250.
pretty sure it's split. It should be.
But they don't cut you off. You know they're gonna cut you off. You think. It was
Scroll down at the bottom and see if there's
A
any
year ago.
dates on the appropriation.
It was. I didn't get a bill the other year.
Have to, have to pull the sheet on it.
Cut off.
Every month.
If you ain't paid by the 10, they eat.
Sure what that is. Bonuses. Mm-mm.
I'll have to try and visit the regional board of the council, or those like that, is $2,000.
Thank you.
Is that already good?
Let's see, what's on the revenue, so,
But after this, when I have,
That was where we had to pay,
we pay that pay
Wait.
one time,
yes.
so we gonna have to pay in this question.
I don't think so. That was just a cost of living increase and we chose that we would pay that.
Yeah, they just, that's the one that just sent us, it told us how much we had to pay.
Right.
I didn't do that by the year or something.
I don't know when we get that again until they
At least-
have another COLA increase. I guess I hope they'd warn us so ahead of time.
No, I wouldn't think we have them in this year.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, this thing keeps jumping.
Insurance and bonds. No, I got 11 in the mail, I'm taking care of that's insurance, we talked about adjusted rate going up. And 22-23, we voted 262,000, and they actually, 30 years ago, we paid out 305. The year before it was 325. I was 50.
so let's give them that too.
Very good, sir. They said that they, you know, we have to give it term, that they were satisfied with the issues. Hold on. We'll have to-
Yeah.
Rent, lease, the land and building. I don't know what this 1,406 can come from. And bring that much out.
Okay.
And something we not paid before, according to what I'm saying on the people. So they. I put 1,500 in here, but
So some of those appraisals, stuff that they're doing, see the problem.
they just say the rent.
I don't know.
Lease the land and building. Many long stuff we were on beds, everything like that. You got put in here.
It shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that might have been it. We bring that portable vacuum from county that time. That's something different. Oh, and it looks like about the number, it's something like about $1,500. There was 600 each time. Yeah, no, that's square. The deficit fund, we got 57,000 in there, we need 46. With prices is going these days, but if we have any additional money over there, I say at least 60.
What you do with telephone.
Yeah, we skipped this.
Telephone, price and telephones are actually going to go down, I don't know exactly, you know, it's going to be right. This is just
48, 37, and 27.
we're turning off on two. Now we got sand, well, then we go.
That was professional services.
The only expense
The
we
professional services code.
Is that each net line, the next 911 to the police department. All the rest of it is gone.
Number 36. do you remember that? With a 27 million dollars. What you doing?
The previous years, well, 1 year, we used 4,900.
Did we do contingency?
That was when they redid the city logo.
If we be that consistent for all those years, then each year nothing.
I think we're,
Every year is $5,000.
Well, it's 1,500 within 21 to 22.
I know we need more envelopes, we need to get the journal, I think, who prints our envelopes, and I'm not sure about the stationery.
That was from other administration.
I'm not sure.
So we've been consistent over the
I
last.
think we
few
use
years,
our
pretty
department
consistent on them, you know. It comes back, you know, always move it.
100, 49, 100.
Six.
Okay.
It's like not history, you could at least cut it to 5. That's just doing it. That'd be fine.
What about the contingency? I think we need to. Do it.
And tobacco stamps, you know what happened with that?
Yeah, I think we got out of line and went back to telephone and never decided on contingency.
It's,
Is we 60 on it? Okay, sorry.
Tobacco stamps. Historically, it's been right here. 5,000. So it dropped to 61.51 for something, and I don't know what that is. I think we probably ought to stay around at 5,000. If you look at the history on it. Yeah. The Christmas lights. We replace it every year or what? That's what it looks like.
I think
Last 2 years.
Michael has a lot of stuff in his capital improvement budget to do with lights.
Up the electricity to one of them, or was up the lights themselves?
Lights.
And there was very little those 2 years back there, 20 and 21. The electricity would probably would all live with power.
Yeah. 5,000.
It's got, it was an ABC fund budget, whole decoration.
What we put in,
Um,
down. And each piece of training and thing will be. Just like we put 500 in there every year, I understand the expenditure.
Put 0 in there. They used it. Historic preservation. Well, okay, maybe do some training on this stuff.
The chamber building maintenance. Like 2,000 is what we've been traditionally putting in there, and it's been coming just a little shy of that. At least last year. They had a leak, that had been fixed, you know, now back.
We approved the money for it.
Okay, get the
Yeah.
company here, please, okay. 2,000. Decoration, surge, building maintenance. We have appropriated 5,000, so it looks like that. Dues and subscription. Yeah, gazebo repairs, that one does need attention on time. We discussed about it one time. The county redid both theirs on the squares, and they were the same deal at the same time, they were having issues. This one's got issues. So we may even look at. I'm trying to think it out in capital improvement. We, I mean, it could be, but I'm just saying that you need, that needs to be addressed. I think it's in the capital improvement.
Keep making it smaller.
Something we have to get back to. Okay. We skip it for now.
Could be 15 or 20,000 easy. And how much has been done to it?
The subscriptions. That's 12,000. So there were possibility the hairs was gonna go upon some subscriptions for that.
Being seat, so 11. 10. Keep it 12.
Yeah. We have protection and services that we. Which looks like it's projected with 147,000, and it's got 1,055,87 now. And previous years. 21, 22 is 147, 23 is 147.
We've got 127. If you end with
That's where Sam, no, that's where Sam was getting paid from. Sam and probably the pest control and,
Yeah. Mosquito control.
it was mainly Sam's pay came from there.
It's a street sweeping that used to be in there.
I think so.
What do you think, maybe 130 in
The year before, we got 149, and the previous year, we were less than that, so I think 130 on.
and we've been using it.
Yeah, 40,000 and then here's plus converted for the off. We check that, it's 40,000 on total. Here, where are we, they, Jackson Thornton is doing the pre-audit thing to get it up. Okay, the lady that is actually going to the firm is going to come back and do their audit. I think it was something like 22,000. And so, you see, next year, we won't have that. I think 40,000 on time, is above what it's going to actually cost us to do the audit next year. But I go through and I can check with the commission and be sure on that number. But I don't know if y'all want to.
Put the 40 in there, you take a little extra for the accounting services. Yeah, but not, so whatever y'all think. You should know.
Advertising. See, I think running that road, what stuff we would advertise for positions, we would advertise, and we can. Yeah, advertising. let's see. See, last year, we went 14,676. You're asking for 14,000 again, and we're at 6,005. I think 14,000 like that, same as that mentioned. Yeah, I'm just surprised it's lower than we did this year. Right, for whatever reason.
200, 13.
This is the big one here.
Jeez.
Yeah, $1,000,000. I think it is. We'll see, they went up more, it's in the middle of the. Yeah. It's gonna be $1,000,000.
It's about 85 a month, 84, 85.
39, 21, 20.
It's gonna be $1,060,000.
Yeah.
1.36.
Think it's gonna go down round, or
If the 839, you're
maybe 60,000.
yes, sir.
Yeah, and what about next year? Are we gonna get another jack in the middle of the year?
Where's that number? You said it's
It's
been.
about 84.9 or 85,000. 85.9.
That includes those.
That's the bill. That's the Republic bill itself. 84.5.
It's $1,020,000, so it's about.
When are they up, we up
Yeah,
for
I think
another
I hadn't got
increase
this.
next year?
Is it an annual CPI review?
Some
or-
stuff that we're doing.
I think that's what it is on the city. Or public, and when they submit the increase.
It's an annual.
Yes, it's
So we
always.
need to add, we need to plan it. For next year's.
Right now, we really have a meeting.
I hit us somewhere. Maybe.
Mhm.
Well, for everything.
Oh, no, that's the second version. Line out. Oh.
This was yours, I think. I made you a copy of that.
Yeah, but you can keep it. Some stuff, I was trying to make that one smaller. and put-
Oh, you
put a
have to do
budget
this
out of
right
it.
here.
I took the word budget out of it.
Yes, I mean, we'll get them ready.
Yeah, so I just kept jumping back. There's some items in red because they wanted to come back to us. And I'm trying to make them minutes about.
It's on that record.
For a year today, 721. You're gonna pay it out. So I'm wondering, we did everything we were supposed to do from the board.
I don't know. I questioned that, so.
So that number, 729,
The negative, right?
would be 972. 729. So $1,020,000. Less 972. Be about 48,000 in the red. And we knew we were gonna be a little in the red, but not going.
Yeah, but by year to date, on year to date, it's 110,000. From the revenue versus what the spent.
Looking at the 839 versus 729.
Yeah. I read it's on 10 there.
What was it, the residential's what they went up on, or was it business or both?
It's both of them.
We didn't go over
It was
residential.
both of them that they went up on.
So the name that we got to look on the cottage.
For our residential and for commercial, because we chose to eat the fee this time. So it wouldn't increase this year again.
Yeah, I thought it was just certain percentage.
We were.
It was a
It went up last year, anticipating we were gonna have to go
I'll
up,
check it.
but that's what we would have to go up every year. And we were up $2.
No, it was
last
just-
year.
It was just residential. It's not the commercial.
That's the problem. So,
So we need to look at that next spec, let them know how many carts.
but today, what we didn't go through, we had an issue with the water board now because they're. And I just went through it and I asked them to prepare a document, because we got people who come in and do it. Did she sign up for to be on the agenda?
No, sir.
Because she is complaining because when we went back and we did an audit for Hampton Road in the garbage truck. For the last, I don't know, she said, what, 3 years?
She said
paid
4.
2 garbage cans, and I only had 1. And we got people who go down there to sign up at the water board. And instead of them asking, they just charge them the same, well, the previous person had, where they have 1 can, 2 cans, 3 cans. So now we're getting into a back and forth, so I went back and I just did a memo, I'm gonna copy on the water board. Then we come up with a form where, and this person, he comes in and initiate a new service or request a change of service, have to come to City Hall first. And complete that form to say how many cans they want, everything we send to the water board. Because the water board is sending folks up here. Because they're saying that they're being charged for extra cans, they don't have.
But what they're doing, they're turning the water on and then they start trash, regardless if they see a trash can or not, and they don't notify us. And so they just go off of what the last owner had.
So I'm gonna tell them. They're gonna have to figure it out if we get this in place, but we don't have any documentation. So I'm gonna send them that, so we would have documentation when folks come here, they tell us whether or not. They want 1 trash can, 2 trash cans, whatever, and we send notice to the water board and we turn the water, and we say, yeah, they can do it right, so they're not being built right. And every time we go through and talk to some reading, I don't have a copy of the documents that were transferred or what the procedure was, so the only thing I know is do the procedure.
You know that, that's right there, over the stop, don't feel that, you sit all in minutes. Not that boy, that, a lot of times, when people, move. They leave that garbage can, and then when the new folks move in, they get another garbage can. You know, there's another one up there on the, on the benefit, there's the same thing. I don't know how.
Well, see, they don't let us know either if like what you're saying, when they move in and the other trash can is there and they get another one, they don't let us know, like the resident don't let us know, hey, I got this many trash cans out here, and then they complain about getting charged for 2, 3 trash cans, but you see them there, we don't go out to look for the trash cans.
And see, the other issue that we're running in for the public is that it comes down to them to deliver the trash can or pick up the trash can, it takes weeks.
And we don't know when they deliver it or pick it up.
The thing that I was going to do on the top of the logic to see if we get about 10 trash cans and we keep out of the work. And when the person has a trash can that's torn up, or we need to deliver a new trash can, we can take from that pile and we have a separate pile, I think, or the tool up cans and make a bigger part, but the way it's going, have anybody. You would need that for a while. Yeah. I brought it up to the county.
We do, I don't have to do that.
Customers, you know, they got a thing in there where, theirs goes through, and she sends them this email.
And we,
It takes so long to get to.
I don't know, but I can go
Well,
through
like-
the
like
list
some of-
because I think we have a list,
Things on what,
like every
they-
address now
the liver
on there. I can see if I can pull to see how much, actually, I can ask Ryan how much of it is residential because he's in charge of it. Yeah. And I can go through if he has a list on hand to see what their charges are.
I don't know.
One time.
What it is. What Al's saying, we do, is right there going, it's gonna cost us $1,060,000.
Yeah, $1,020,000, somewhere in that range.
Basically, they got no increase on this in the middle of it.
I don't see where we don't have a choice other than go back and forth on that topic.
One thing I'd like us to look at and consider. We'd have to know how much of this 85,000 a month is residential versus commercial. The commercial needs to stay like it is, but the residential. I'd like us to look at if that's 40,000 a month or whatever it is. At eyeing how much it would, if we could possibly increase sales tax to cover that and give everybody free garbage, residential.
You bring that, open that can of worms, so it's gonna come back to see that when we put that 1 cent on the county that time. We got half of it, and they got half of it.
Right.
They did give free garbage on their half of it.
Right.
Now, people have commented us, you know, they got their free, why they sit in the road with it.
Right.
That's
That's how all that happened.
that's been a while ago, which maybe
It's wild.
most people have been.
But we
Hopefully
put it towards suited,
Right.
what we did with others. And so that did help residential the same way.
But before we decide just to go up, I'd like us to consider that and see
Yeah, but I mean,
how much.
then
tax
they'll
would
come
have
back
to
and
be.
say, well, why don't you? You already had an opportunity, you didn't do it.
So it wasn't this country.
Yeah, but you want to raise it.
But then you get out of the business of keeping up the carts and all that, and it's just a matter of.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a good idea, but I'm just, yeah. You will have that brought up, so why didn't y'all do it before?
Right.
Did do it. So why you double it on the town, charging it, or double.
they have to increase tax when you.
This kind of.
But, you know, we now talk for the in the big blue suit. Where else you gonna get the sons, you know? I mean, we just gotta deal with it sometime, because they don't screw you the way it goes, because they got your language, you know? So.
So, is there any way that we can get an idea of what we could. You know, the residential.
I'm gonna call Roger. He should have a detail and then I can compare it against what we, no, it doesn't. They charge one, it's been the same fee until they went up a little bit. And then, and they don't put it on the,
No, they got the one out.
I don't know how many cans it is.
Normally, the other day, it showed 1,980 things. But then it had an additional 208 cans on that too.
Mhm.
So it makes me wonder that 208, are they charging us that opposed to got 2 trash cans? It wasn't common, maybe when they did the thing, it was on like less than a dozen, that actually were paid for multiple trash cans.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a very low number when they did the audit of actually paying for that. There was multiple people that had multiple cans, but it was actually paying for it was very low.
You see, that's why I went back and there was a spreadsheet, I think it's something new to me,
Mhm.
and it's got different colors on there. And if we have the original spreadsheet, you can go through, you can do a search for it.
I think Alicia did it because she was getting in the same situation with it.
But if we can identify, it's got address on it,
Mhm,
but never came. That they're supposed to have,
mhm,
and if that's the case, we need to be picked up there.
yeah.
So I don't know if you can search that or not. But right now,
How do they know that truck drivers don't know
yeah,
if it's
that's
1, 2, or 3?
that's what I'm saying. That's it. I think he got a counter in
And
That way you do it, count how many know.
we've been sending Michael or Anthony out. If we keep having problems with a person, they're saying they got more than one trash can or they ain't got the other trash can. Cause sometimes we find that they have one trash can hid somewhere behind the house and then they're complaining that they getting charged for two, but you got two trash cans. So. We don't.
Like at my house, I've got two and I pay for two,
Mhm.
but the library parks theirs beside mine when they don't, so they would think I have three.
And all 3 of us are up on Hill, we line them all up sides, there's 3 of them, and they don't, there's 3 side by side.
Yeah.
We don't only one on that street, it is 3 side by side.
Right.
The rest of them got the one from your house, but all there's 3 of them. And for a long time, I paid for 2, but I quit.
Yeah.
When they made me, when I put over here, then I went ahead and kept paying for one here, one, and paid for the high price one over here, and one at the house, 2 at the house. It would easily, might last with down the trash can, because if the water get cut off, whatever, it go pick it up, whatever. So, the way I did it, I just contacted Alicia. It was, I patient at the water board, they told me to contact Alicia, that's behind the garbage can. And then I think Alicia faxed them over to the water board. That's how you used to do it, when Alicia, that's how.
The communication, I don't know what's missing because we didn't had a conversation with them multiple times. Trying to get like, if somebody water is cut off, they cut off service to trash too. But they don't tell us that. But then if a new person comes in and they move into the house, they turn on the water, but they also turn on trash, even if it's no trash can there.
So you're saying like if we have a public bill every month, like if I add a dumpster, they don't add an amount to the city's bill to cover that?
So they'll
Like
add it.
reduces
but-
parts at the house, they don't take that away?
The spreadsheet that Amanda was going by too, it only shows like our commercial businesses, the dumpsters and stuff that's on there. And then you got a total number of residential trash cans, not by address. It's not showing like how many they got or anything.
Right, but you do have a split out between residential and business on one bill.
but that's the only way I know to go back and do it. But the communication is not there. If there's somebody goes in and they turn on the water, whatever is already there, that's what they charge. So that's why I say, from this point forward, as soon as they get the document ready, I got the number ready to go to Sabrina and the Schneider saying, this is how we don't do.
When they go to turn the meter on, if they would look and see if there's a can there, it would be helpful.
They still don't communicate it to us.
But they may not tell us anything.
Mhm. That's the same thing.
They just do a billing part, that'll be up to the city to get garbage.
But
That's my company, I think that's my company, that's probably the issue that you have. They just do the billing part for us. They're not responsible for doing the garbage can for us. So that's why Alicia was doing the garbage can. You have to talk to Alicia.
Right.
And that's the issue you're gonna have. But she put in some kind of, I don't know, like,
well, the only thing I'm gonna do at that point is that when we go through here, we get the address, we have to notify the public.
I mean, simply put, they bill us for 800 residential garbage cans. Does the water board pay us for 800 and some residential garbage cans? And if it's not, then we need to figure out why there's, if it's gap in the B, we gotta figure out. Who we talk to get that thing. Yeah, but I mean, if they bill us for a certain amount. Then we gotta figure out from there where the problem is. We gotta start.
Number about 2,000. Or something.
Yeah, so, 980. Okay.
The single cans, and there's another 208 cans on there, was where I understand the dealing with. Now, where those, who has those extra cans, is what the question is.
I'm understanding that, but do they bill us for that many number of cans divided out like you just said? Because the second can is cheaper than first. And then the next thing is do we pay Republic for what number of cans in both those categories? And that, if there's a major discrepancy there, then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do there. And, that may be right, it may not be wrong. And then we gotta worry about going up on a rate to compensate for it. But if there's 2,200 cans that we're being charged for, but we only collecting revenue for 2,000, then we gotta figure out what to do. If we're within 50 of.
It's open, man.
we're charged
It's
for,
open. Mhm.
We're within 50 what we charge for and what we're paying for, then I don't know if we're gonna be able to figure those, keep that small number out. But if it's pretty close, then we need to figure out going up to compensate for it.
Yeah, because they send people over here too, for refunds. They send people over here too for refunds. Like the lady that the mayor was talking about, she wants a refund because she said she's been paying for 2 trash cans for 4 years.
Well, and that's, in some extent, I hate to say it, that's some extent her problem. It's not notified them, but yes. If then, are we she being billed for it, but are we? Is it both categories happening? Is she being billed for it and we paying for it, or she being billed for it and we're not collecting for it? Man, there again, how many garbage cans are they charging for, and how many garbage cans are they collecting?
But we need to audit with it, and we find out how many garbage cans she has in the house.
She's saying that she has only had one the whole 4 years, but if you had 1 trash can, we publish it in the paper, how much the trash cans cost. So on your bill, it has it split out into water and trash. So-
Right, when they did the audit,
Mhm.
how many trash cans show up at a house? One audit, you know?
1 trash can, but then on another piece of paper, I saw 2 trash cans. So I don't know which one it was.
Gotta get to the meeting, see how more. And she moved around.
So- That's why I was telling the mayor I have no way to prove it because not there.
I would promise you, as an individual, I would have even said something about it if I showed up on my bill to pay it. I did have to. That's
Yeah.
the way with 2, I can be charged with 1.
Mhm.
But there again too, we need to start at the first, find out how many they're billing us for. And how many are we, and how many are they collecting?
Well, the thing I'm trying to do is, from one time I get that document forward. You know. The department don't get worse. And then, we can try to figure out what it is, as we go back, If somebody comes up there and we have a document that says, they want to be billed for, they only have 1 trash can, and this is, what we request. When we send that down at the water board, then that's what they do. And, if we go through it and we look at the other document and we see that there's 2 trash cans there, well, we got to pick up.
I mean, the first thing is find out how many they billing us for, and how many they collecting.
Right.
And then once you get that, then we start looking at some of these other things. Our people have getting billed for 2 and don't have it, or they get billed for 1 and got 2.
And that's what I'm saying, I'm agreeing with you, but say if I went down to the board today. And I come in and I said, I want you to turn on my water service.
Well, they'll go back and they'll look, and they, wherever the previous person was billed for, that's what they're going to bill them. Whereas if they come here.
Yeah, I'm not, that is a good direction to go.
Right, and then we can go back and try and get this figured
Yeah.
out.
We need to find out how much the discrepancy is from what we're being charged and what we're collecting.
Right.
And when they bring that garbage can, when the public, that lives, they just sit off by the road. They don't look to see if there's another garbage can, or anything else. If we were to live in the garbage can, then maybe could look around, or ask the person there. You already.
That's the reason I'm trying to do this document when they come to City Hall first.
That's right.
And then say, if that person said he wants 2 garbage cans, then we'll have an address, we'll have a document with the address that we tell, the people at the water board that this person wants 2 garbage cans. And then we'll also have a document where we tell the public, we need another can in this address.
And that's fine.
Right. And that stops the bleed, they don't cure it, but it stops the bleed.
We need to know how much.
Then,
Yes. You just want $1 million and that's it. Yeah, go down to it.
Is that enough? Is that enough? Huh?
I mean, you're not Michael, but I just gonna give you a shot at it.
So how much are we putting in that one? For your expenditures for sanitation?
We better put on there $1.2 million, $1.1 please. Yeah, did he have $1,100,000?
no, they said it was 1,020,000.
Huh?
He said $1 million, he said somewhere between $1,020,000 and $1,060,000.
But if we have an increase next year in the middle of the year.
Need to be over $1 million, yeah,
Yeah,
there's no question about that, how much over $1 million,
And you want to split the difference of $1,030,000?
that's fine.
1,030,000.
That's why some cities.
That's a lot of money.
You don't have the option. If you're like in Ball, like I said, in Baldwin County, got your own county landfill, then it's easy if you do that, then you're, everybody's gonna get charged the same.
Okay, rezoning expenses.
Shouldn't happen.
You want to put 1,000 in there just in case? Okay, and we want to do to the board of education. That's 50,000.
Yes.
Didn't do that. Okay, the Chamber of Commerce.
Man, that's gonna be next, on another request.
Yes, some of hers falls in this general fund.
You put 40 in there and then go from there.
Okay, fireworks.
Maybe those items, till we talk to the folks who doing most of them, we don't know what's gonna be in there.
Do y'all want me to just
Yes.
put 22?
That's gonna be about like the public, you're getting stuck.
I tell you what, they did a good job.
Oh, they did. They've done a good job last couple of years, but I mean, because of, we were in a rock and a hard spot, they went up and they ain't back off. There's too many folks wanting to do it. Miss Flying the man, they, what, about 8 places down in Gulf Shore to shoot fireworks? You know, they gotta have a crew for all of it.
Monroe County Library has been doing 30.
But until they give us requests, we need to go. We need to fill the points in the day.
I was gonna ask, do y'all want me to just leave the ones
I
that,
think you just wait.
blank.
See what happens.
Uh,
All of it.
Okay, yeah, Tree City USA, that'll be 1,000.
Museum. Same thing, we're gonna get. We'll put 20 in everything. Tourism.
Wait, so are we putting stuff in there? Or are we leaving it blank until they actually request?
Well, like I said, it's just wait on like a museum on today. We hadn't talked to them and get your request, it should be, but. We'll have a number one way or the other.
Cause the
Museum, chamber.
tourism actually falls under the chamber too. They request out of there.
So what we're saying right now, we put the same thing in that we gave them last. If you want to, fine, but I mean. That they request the same amount, but.
So don't leave it blank.
I'm here to. I don't think we ought to put anything in there, but if you want to put something in there, fine, but it's okay. All right, we change everything. We'll go through it, we'll leave right.
What are y'all doing for the beautification?
What's classified as beautification?
They can do trees out of there. Anything that's around the city hall, anything that Michael has to do. So-
2 years ago, they
Mhm,
bumped that up to that kind of amount,
mhm.
and that's what.
So do y'all want it back at 17.5 or?
Well, last year they didn't spend 4,400, this year they had to spend 6,000.
Probably much more than that.
7. Okay.
Here we have a transfer here to the industrial development fund.
All right, you don't have to worry about that one there.
Then we got what, mayor and council coming up?
That's how much it is right now. Without the other ones in there. But that sanitation actually took it. Just, yeah. All right,
Okay. Telephone, are we gonna be less, you're gonna be less than 4,000,
we should be.
what do you project?
If you talking about from Frontier, right? From us switching from Frontier to Sears.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be more than 4,000. I don't believe, unless. Wasn't when he did he say it was like 3,000 or something?
So I don't have the exact number.
I thought it was 3,000 or something. You want to keep it at 4,000 or you want to go like 45?
People with 4,000.
Okay.
People are putting number, please, you have right now, you're logging the street line. Yeah.
Can do that.
That's not true, it was 80. Out there in my neighborhood, it was saying, I said, "You make them eat."
Put me in two, I had $4,000 in the line.
Mm-hmm.
But they were.
Do we need $4,000?
I think y'all were putting it in there just in case something happened.
State convicts or whatever? Huh? Oh, that was what?
Oh, you know, like, you know, left on. So,
Right, equipment and. Yeah, that's why the equipment and tools, we had 4,000 in there for mayor and council. I don't think we had that in there for.
Just in case something happens. We're going back with the 4,000. Yeah.
Equipment repair, we had like $200 in
Mm-hmm.
fuel and oil. We had 300, we used 194.30, so 300 all of it. Now it's 50.
Mm-hmm. Fuel and oil was 500, but it went over 769.
$1,000.
We're driving people. Going on these.
Doing 1,000? You're doing 1,000 in here?
I do. I see, like, you have any taps. But I get one, okay.
Vehicle maintenance. 300 on the year. Okay. Before you go out there. 250.
Mm-hmm.
And training. 4,000.
Are you adding, do you want to add to that for the National League cities or it's good?
See, they always, you know, this big thing, in DC, that you have to leave the city. They will take your time to representative for the family and stuff like that. They're doing my idea. Different projects, and the system. I don't believe that. Because we're looking at the travel. The travel is probably one of the most expensive parts. We spent 7,500, we spent right about half of that on travel so far, so. It should be. But we put another 1,000, I feel like that.
Another 1,000 in there for travel?
And if need. After y'all understand, we need to carry it with the.
So are you keeping, the 4,000 in the training?
Without them training, how good this is. Uniform, 150 in you. And then dues and subscriptions, there's 600. So that's how much we spent the year before. I think 600 this year. So
Mm-hmm.
public relations, 149.2, you're gonna hear that, and then you know what that.
I can look it up to see.
We were at camp, the school was special. What was? You know, down there, is there something that?
We put that in there because Miss Thelma wanted it in there.
Brother used to do that, each,
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. I don't know. Paul. I don't know. I know the rock. I'm sure it comes out. But
So are we keeping it in there?
I don't know what government relations are. Do we need to put anything in there or? No.
I'll go check it first.
About administration, we already got the report.
Yes, so. With the top part, the FICA, the SUI, group insurance, retirement, and workers' comp, the salaries is gonna be that. But I don't know what the FICA, SUI, group insurance, and retirement, and workers' comp would be because they haven't sent out the percentages yet. So I'm just basing it off of what I have right now. For building maintenance and supplies, I put it back at 3,300. And then the same thing for telephone, I did 750. Utilities, we kept it at 14. I went up on department supplies because our supplies are getting expensive. Our paper, for one, is going up, and then we have other departments actually coming to use the paper. Equipment and tools, I kept it at 2,500. Equipment repair, I put it at 3,500, assuming that we might go over. Did 300 for fuel and oil. Kept it at 150 for our vehicle maintenance. Employee welfare, I put 300, but that was just assuming that we might go over.
What was that spending for? This year,
Sir,
what was it spending for?
the employee welfare, so we take our drug tests, like the random drug tests, out of there. Training, I went up to 5,500 just based off what the girls gave me out the office. And I put the travel too because our hotels have went up. Uniforms, I just kept it at 200, and then I went up on dues and subscription because Smart Fusion went up last year and she hasn't gotten back to me, so I just put it at 30,000 to see where they're gonna put us at. It might change. And then 50 for public relations.
They got that thing.
Mhm.
We need to change that $50 a day. That's not enough money we got for. Into our time. That gets killed for that.
So that's based on what the state give us too. Yeah.
Can we change that? I mean, that just. By the time you buy your breakfast in the morning, you talking about $25, $30 for breakfast. You gonna start it at the evening, you ain't go back and go. Yeah, 17. Oh, really? I mean, that's, hey, people talking, they can get it. That's more than that. 30 cents. That's expensive. I had to keep paying for it. I had to drink water with it, so. Well, the income, you said that's a state thing? I mean, we got to do that? I mean.
I can check on it for you to see if we can actually regulate how much we spend.
We can, but first, most people talk about the same thing. At the company. I guess some say they get $7 a day, some say they get $8 a day. I mean, it needs to be changed, I guess, bad. You know, it's just that, hey, I'm not. Hey, look at it. You know, he won't take that girl. Don't play finger for $2. Going back to my building. No, they want to stay in the hospital. I don't know how they got thrown out the rotation. But yeah, they also gone away, they run your city and their family. Yeah. Okay, we're at the police department.
All right. Yep.
Thank you, ma'am.
You see how I did that, Mandy? I put all that in there for you, you know. Again, her salaries are correct, but that issue from FICA on down to workers' comp, I'm still waiting on the percentages to come in for that.
So where we're at is building maintenance and supplies. It's supposed to be the same thing you had last year, $7,000. Okay. Telephone. We have 25 on here. Hopefully that should go down. So the only thing we have left with Frontier is the,
Are we gonna have anything left with Frontier?
well, yeah, you got that 911 line is still there.
There's no way we can get that. No, okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're at what, you requested 25 cents and you had last year.
Mhm.
All right, utilities, 22. Right, that's the same budget request you had last year. Department supplies, 6,500, that's the same thing we had. Equipment and tools.
One of those where it's showing due date is not.
That's as of the 14th Friday.
40,000, same year request last year. Equipment repair, 10,000, same thing we did. Fuel and oil, we had 90,000 last year, requested 9,000 this year. Vehicle maintenance. Over 40,000, you know, so brakes and stuff on the top of the road is stressful.
She got. It's 40,000. Oh, sorry, I did a typo up there.
Employee welfare, 6,000, same as you requested last year.
Mhm.
Training. Actually, you decreased about $2,000 to 8,000. Travel, 5,000, same as you requested last year. Uniforms, 12,000, that's the same request you had. Dues and subscriptions, 80,000, it's the same thing, that's what the probably can be. Public health. And that welfare? Okay, 8,000, 7,500, $500.
I went up on that one because majority of those are body transports to the lab and. We can control that.
Public relations, you requested $1,000. Okay. Yeah, don't really pay the cash, but that's not in there. We need to request a line item for the SRT team at 5,000.
I know like 5 years ago, when we first started the SRT thing, we raised all the money. Businesses did it, all gave X amount, I don't remember the amount that they sent out letters and people are donating for the college again, for us to go and training for us to go to SWAT school is like $800. We've got about 14 members in the SRT team itself has been called out to the city of Greenville, Evergreen, the county, Atmore, and we've had a couple situations here in success. I was gonna see if that would match at least 5,000, but anyway, I think before we did, hit the 5 or 7. Get some help for that. I don't know if it needs to be a line item or if it's something we do through. I don't remember how we did it before.
So are you not putting it in the ABC fund?
I don't know.
'Cause it's
It
a-
didn't come out of agency before.
I don't think so.
It was something we did with the budget, that one. When we would take something out, we would turn it in into the SRT.
But I have SRT in ABC fund. No, I'm serious.
I don't take out. Shouldn't mean when it's SRT.
That's the thing for us.
I don't want,
Public, we're saying,
I don't want that, that money to come out of my ABC money. A little different.
That's how
a
Brandon,
little different.
that's how Brandon sent it to me. So, hold up. I thought we was jumping
I
here.
originally talked to Tamika, I have like
Yeah.
$7,000 as my ABC request.
Yeah.
We could take the rest of my amount that we're allowed to wish for, and to work that out, fine, it's still gonna be short, like
So, I can replace her petty cash one with the SRT if y'all want to do it, because they actually have a 501c
Yeah,
now,
we use
so
our
they
own
don't
money.
use that account anymore.
Yeah, I think. I'd like to see it come from there if there's money for it to come from there.
There's some there left after the request, there's like, I think it's 11,000.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we sometimes wind up trying to figure out what to spend all the time. It's not-
That's fine. It doesn't matter.
we use it. But that's the thing, selling the point. We were going to do for public safety, for a lot of this stuff, and we wind up not doing, we're doing other little projects out of that money. It's a big factor.
The ABC for something different than just for police department budgeters that come out of my police department usually.
No, the SRT like a separate line item in there, in the AB,
Or ABC.
in the ABC fund. It's a separate line
I don't
item.
know about line item. I didn't-
No, you do, I have it in there because you, police have a separate one.
What I'm asking, we get to ask for up to $15,000 for ABC, and you guys approve or not, that's kind of our cutoff.
Hmm.
I've already, my list, my wish list is for 11 something.
Yeah,
So I'm asking if we put the rest of my wish list to the SRT, it's only gonna be enough. Where would we get the other two? Or is it gonna take away from what I'm asking for? Is what I'm asking.
It could. You could not have to take away from what you're asking for the money.
You mean except?
Yeah. And personally, I'd like to see it come from that direction for PR. On the point of what we're doing with that money. And you understand what I'm getting at? Because that was originally all this was that ABC money was designed to do things. That one is things that we didn't have money in our normal budget, the other is to help public safety, for help youth and different things in the community with that money. That was just extra money. So like, it looks good if we're, that's an item we get what we're funding. We have a couple thousand. We have a couple thousand to finance. We could, I mean, but if we don't have it. Yeah, I think we can fund it, that's not a problem, it's great.
That's last year's. budget, yeah.
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 The notes right here to the side are
That's last year.
right here, but this is your this year, right there.
So it's not this-
Yeah, and that's your request right there that I got from Brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, so
It's like
we putting the,
$11,440.
yeah, 92 cent. Yeah. So are we putting the, for our SRT stuff, are we putting it at 5,000 and then you're going up on her training in her general fund budget?
I mean, if that's the way it needs to go. I would wish that way. How much money did ABC we had to spend this year?
I don't know exact, so I'm going back because I didn't roll over from last year, so that money should still be there.
Yeah.
And then whatever excess we have from this year, I'm rolling that over too. Yeah.
Again, I think money will be in that direction.
Okay,
It'll go over $15,000 now.
so what are we doing her training to now? Leave it the same and just put the 5,000 in the ABC. Is it-
Yeah. It'd be a whole separate thing. Yeah. Only.
I see, said Mandy just. Leave it alone. She was like, wait, what?
That would make it easier.
We go there and animal control and everything.
Only thing I went up on hers in, I think it was vehicle maintenance. Like $500.
Now, the capital improvement. This is where we're looking at 3 vehicles. Okay. We're also looking at 3 Kenwood 100-watt radios in these 3 vehicles. And 3 sets of lights to outfit the vehicle. And that comes in, and that's part of the package with the vehicle. They install them and everything and make it different.
Right, yes, sir. All they do is put the light bars and the cage in, the extra lights for like the back and the side and stuff, and probably we buy for this package.
Oh.
You asked me that the other day. That's what it's for.
Oh, what we did, when you go replace the.
With the, expedition, Mike Davenport, the Mike provided. So we're gonna probably keep this as a school car, but there's 5 of the actual cars that we've had that are nothing but problems. So we'll probably sell 4 of them and make some of our money back. Eric will go into the new one, and Brian will go into his Tahoe, and then we'll keep the truck for the SRT to have a way to transfer down. So hopefully 4.
Do you think those, the Durangos are worth a clip?
Better than anything we've got right now. The Tahoe was $3,800 to put brakes. What?
Mm.
And you can hear them squealing from here to the other side of the courthouse. Winding brakes, every one
Who
of
has
them.
to be the service on the
We'll
Durango?
take them to Jackson. What they'll do is if there's a recall or something, they'll call in there to make an appointment. And we just schedule it on one of the days that they're working. They take them while they're working. And they try to fit them in while they're there, and we just work their everybody.
If I'm not mistaken, y'all told me that Tahoe not even on contract.
No, Chevrolet has nothing on state bid. No. But in Durango, luckily, we haven't had any issues with them other than, we had a recall on the seal in the back glass, so when they checked out.
I think y'all started somewhere, that might hurt somebody, everyone start off with.
It was a fuel,
Real comfort.
fuse.
Okay.
We thought it wasn't the fuse. Once they figured out what it was, right, they changed it out. You really didn't have to take it. But one
I heard something that it's the same thing happened to everyone on this. Like that.
it was the first two games and one of the ones we've gotten since we have, we picked up 3 Friday. And there's one from that we were last year that hadn't came in, that it's on the way, but we haven't gotten it yet. We've got 3 of them. Getting stickers. Investigator got one today. Another investigator will get that one. And once the new ones, if we get these, everybody will have brand new cars. In the Tahoe, we'll have 2 Tahoes and 2 Durangos. We really ain't, I mean, we're not that much. We only have 6 officers. Everybody's talking like we don't have any photos.
Y'all be mad.
But that was what really, that's, Daniel Andrews is on the medical thing, Daniel may not like that. He's at UAB having surgery someday this week. But we still got police, so I don't think that we're fine, and we got 3 with.
That's what Larry was saying, that why do you need any new vehicles?
No, we got. What? 17 officers.
Yeah,
How many on each shift?
Shift wise right now, if you're actual patrol officers or just in general,
No, patrol officers.
we got 3 on one shift, 3 on another shift. 3 on one more shift right now, and one shift has 2, with Daniel out, is 2 on that shift, but he's not permanently gone yet. So, and then we're all filling in.
I mean, is there any way to have more people, on duty on weekends?
That's all we got.
I mean, you got folks that's off.
Have you tried to get anybody to work these days? I mean, I work the weekend, Eric's working weekends, Brian's working weekends, but the shift nobody's seeing work is night shift, that's where we're short, we're all working. Not that, there's not people there. Day shift has 3 anyway, it's super patrol officers, but they just have an investigator, so in theory, there's 3. And then during the week, you have them 3 plus, we're all there. So there's more out in the daytime than normal, just not on the weekends, you have 3. That time you have 3. And then somebody don't come in early.
Not just with the police. So.
There's some stuff coming, I don't know how much I can say, but with all the stuff happening in Evergreen, the Marshalls and Korea and there's some stuff coming. I think it's made a huge impact in everything so far. Man, we just don't know when it's coming, but it's coming, and after September the 1st, we'll all get together with them. There's some details coming, they should help us a lot.
There's another item down here where they talk about upgrade of the radio system. And it's kind of two options. The one with 122,000 is. That's replacing the repeater for the police department.
There's a copy of it. Next page, you all get it.
It's replacing the repeater for the police department, the FCC license, 10 of the 10-watt radios. We go through with this, we still have to purchase the other 3.
Well, the other 3 was what we were gonna get outside of. The box. And originally asked 24. So we broke it down so the price would be cheaper, we still needed 3 to go in.
So then you had 10 of the 4. There's one telex console in here that's $35,700.57. What that is a complete dispatch console. Whereas right now, what you have in there, you have a mobile radio that they are dispatching on. And the labor to install it is $23,910. And then at $1,080. Shipping fee, freight charge. So it comes out to $122,072.46. This completely, this upgrade will radio system to be able to go digital.
Wait.
Good question, is there any grant money for any of this?
That I don't know yet. I went down and I have folks from the deck. And they're supposed to send me a notice.
Now I'm hearing because the news wise, that there's some things
Hey,
for public service
Chief,
safety that's out
we
there.
can't get that tax free?
And there was another one for 50,000.
We tax exempt though.
To a leader. They said that they.
Want me to send them a tax exemption letter?
So the question we have to ask them is the radio.
I'm gonna check on
we're
that.
getting-
Cause it's supposed to be tax free.
The radio that we're getting according to the Richardson, they are P25.
Right.
So we may be eligible for that 50,000.
The other thing, they go beside Richardson does this. There's something we gotta do
I
there.
think the biggest reason there is because the 911 system, which is does all the work in that out there. And with all this being, I'm not going to release the radio, but there's so much. It should constantly, it's other people that's bleeding in over our frequency. And with this, we would be on a frequency that was digital. But we can also still, if the sheriff's department chose not to go digital, we still communicate with them. Not just me going into all of this, every department. Different aspect of it. It's all the city.
Yeah, the fire department will be coming in. Now, the whole thing, to do all of it, all the fields you go digital, it costs more than this, but get the fire department on and the police department on, I think the total price on it was like, if we did dispatch console, it comes out like $250,000. If you just go back to the way that they dispatch now on this mobile, it'll come out 200, I think it's 21,000. And that gets the fire department, police department, and it doesn't get public works, but we're going to get one mobile radio and put it in Michael. He lives, so he can talk to everybody.
At some point, everything's going to be, what Richardson says. Police department, we started it like 4 years ago, picking up radios at every time we got vehicles, so we're somewhat on the digital way with it. And we have digital in our cars, and the fire department doesn't have it. Or certain, and our radio would be 2,800, so like $3,600.
Then the scanner won't work anymore?
Well, if we get what we're trying to get, people won't be able to listen to what we're doing, it'll be secure, like a secure thing for us, and people won't know. But, and they're on like a year back order now.
So, finally, is there any COVID in
Mm-mm.
I knew.
Not after this pavilion.
I knew we didn't close.
Yeah. After the pavilion is, yeah.
I knew it was close, but I just asked.
I told her I'm gonna see why Richardson include tax too, cause unless it's just a thing with them, cause we tax exempt. And that could knock off a lot of it too.
Well, the numbers that, because I met with Brian and with, Jim Black. And the numbers that came out, after we went through and did some adjustment of what he gave me, is without the dispatch console. Total price for the power department and police department, and in one mobile per night is $221,886.39. Look the dispatch console. For the police department, it comes out at $253,932.
Which is round one upgrade, we have to upgrade our console. For that. I'm not understanding. And if we upgrade ours, they don't have to, we still communicate, but if we upgrade, they upgraded theirs, we would have to upgrade ours. We communicate.
What's his name for Richardson?
Probably.
Ronald?
I thought it was something to that.
Yeah.
When they have to upgrade.
He said that we could dispatch also a Monroeville, but
Even if they would do that.
yeah, because it would be busy.
So we just put a digital, one of the digital radios in there like we have.
Right. That's what he said. So that's why I understood him say. So with this. Right here, it addresses fire and police, and it gets to the bulk of it. But you see, there still would be, we have to go back and go with Peter for, public work that puts them, my care request in. And, you know, we can get into this and say, we want to do it all. What we're trying to do is release some time. Especially if we. The, anything else to, this talk.
Only other thing she got is her ABC fund, but we just pretty much went over that with the SRT and the 11,000 some she was requesting on there.
So we got everything on the ABC funds,
Mhm.
But the ABC stuff is less lethal, it's equipment, Ronnie's actually in school this week, getting trained to be a trainer and that's legal. So he can come back and teach it to the rest of the police department, but that's like a big bag and stuff like that, that we could use, those use the force that way. And then the little pop-up tent things are, when we go on crime scenes, where we have desks where we can go and secure the area where people can't take pictures of it, just with the pop-up things, but kind of hard to keep them away from. Or the less like we have our own weapons, but yeah. These are things that we can turn our weapons into being less lethal rather than having to buy. Anything else?
Don't tell Michael, she's leaving him no money.
I didn't tell my. He had the first chance on the wish list.
There you go. I heard you. Over the Christmas light, Mike's.
Do we have any? Does that cover everything?
Yes,
Who we got there? Tim?
Tim.
You gonna see about? One.
Evening.
Nika, you got everything in to get down to building maintenance and supply.
Okay.
Okay, and previous year. 2023 budget request was $375. We're at 1549. Is this correct on this year's budget request, 1,294?
On the building.
That's what I have for it. What you sent me.
For this year?
Did you make a mistake?
Oh, 1549, not 1500. Yeah, that's correct.
On building maintenance supplies?
Yeah, because I bought the file cabinets at the place up there, not new.
So you gave me $12.94 for it. So you want 1,500?
No, so next year's request is 1294,
That's where we're at.
right? That's for carpet for my office. See what I put on my everything goes.
Mhm.
This line item down there is telephone. Well, I think it's gonna be that, though.
That's what it was last year.
Yeah,
But see, right, all that stuff off the front of these, a lot of things.
Right. But I don't know what the numbers are next year.
they should be billing us pretty soon, and then I can just do it based off of.
Leave the 600 right now.
Mhm.
Next item on there is department supply. Question 900, change the one page.
Right, I don't think we quite used it all up, but
Mhm.
that kind of goes into the city hall postage and all that.
Okay. Equipment and tools, question 900.
So, originally I had said 500 for last year, so I want to upgrade to the 2024 building code books. But they're not out yet. The woman told me on the phone that the 2021 code book set is $699, so basically like $700. And I'm just giving a little flux just in case they go up from 2 years ago. But they don't know how much they're going to be yet. They're actually not ready for publication.
The next item The equipment and tools. We requested 900 there also.
No, the equipment and tools is the new code
Yeah.
books.
You're on equipment repair, Mayor.
Oh. Okay, equipment repair.
That'd be like an oil change. For the car.
That's vehicle maintenance, if you wanna do an oil change.
Oh, okay.
So are you leaving 75 there? Or-
No, move 75 to add it to 165 on vehicle.
Okay.
Equipment with. Equipment and tools 900. We said that was a oil changes and everything,
Right.
so.
So that,
Repair,
240.
yeah, 75 on.
so axe that 75, and we'll move it to vehicle maintenance. But I don't really have much equipment to be repaired.
So we were actually 900 now.
No, not the 900,
75,
the
okay.
75.
Not bad. Okay. Fuel and oil. 500.
That's what it was last year, and I'm under budget on that, so even if it went up
Maintenance 165.
plus 75,
Plus 75.
That's gonna keep it at 240.
and that's a accidental tire flat and oil change,
Mhm.
if I had to buy a new tire.
Well, you know, there 3250. Drug testing. Plan. 850, same you requested that. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yep,
Travel, $1,000. Requested 1850 this year.
right. So there's we had to move some money last year to go to the conference in Gaston. And Tamika and Liz have asked me to participate in one of the revenue officer code things in Birmingham, so there will be Birmingham stay, so that's basically 4 hotel stays for 4 conferences.
Dues and subscription. Requested 240, we have 165 last year. Said split to 50, $50.
As of Friday.
Yeah, I think there's a ICC subscription that hasn't been paid yet. Cause that should be like $115,
Where is it at?
150.
Where is it at?
I
Are they
don't know.
not sent it?
It always gets paid.
Okay.
But
You said ICC subscription.
Yep. I've got the telephone numbers.
Okay.
Professional services, we're looking at 68. Is that the 50,000 match for the thing?
Yes,
And then 18 for.
other things.
So, you know, it'll be the same way it was if we get the grant, we have a $50,000 match for the $50.
Mhm.
If we don't get the grant, we use 50,000 to take that.
But that also covers other things like emergency tree removals, trees on the right of way. There's other things that professional services covers.
Michael's gonna burn that same thing.
Well, we can take it out of his budget. But I'm presuming when Michael calls me and says, call the guy to come cut this tree down, that's coming out of my budget.
But not necessarily.
No, it come out of his budget. If he signed off on it, it's coming out of his budget.
Did you?
Probably.
On Southbound budget, and Michael's.
Yeah. It's whoever signed off
But
on
I
it.
didn't call anybody.
Yeah, then you had the breeder moved down here 3,000, requested 3,000 down.
Yep.
Got any questions?
No. 5 o'clock, a little after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Y'all
You
did
gotta
see,
Time we meet tomorrow.
oh, well, yeah. I thought you meant just for the budget, but
Time we meet tomorrow.
yeah, it's at 4:15, no, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
y'all did see in that budget, this year's budget, how building permits was over a good 30,000.
We will question that, what was that on? What
That's
road?
how many building permits I've had.
Yeah, but I mean, what, one particular thing or a couple of things or?
Well, 2 years ago, there was one new house in town. There are 11 new houses so far this year. The apartment complex.
Yeah.
The Walmart renovation. Those are all pretty big things. Additionally, the junior college is now under my observation. The state law changed on that, so anything at the junior college,
There's something there, yeah, the maintenance area there.
a welding, big welding shop.
Okay.
I'll invite you to come with me, but right now they've been waiting for 2 months for it to be dry enough to pour the slab.
I mean, I've been just seeing activity there and when I see through the gate and drive by, I just what's going on.
So anyway, thank y'all for my bonus last year. I got $30,000 extra this year. I'm not like all those other departments that just take away, right?
No, okay.
Just remember
But
that.
you're actually, you think you're actually earning something to keep, right?
I think I am.
Well, good, good, I think so too.
What about these food trucks that are they buying a business class?
There should be fun.
They sure
Yep.
are.
What is about the one that's
Yeah.
doing the tablets and the phones and we're free up here at Piggly Shopping Center? It shows up there.
You know,
Are they like?
it's like a government
or something? Yeah.
thing. I remember,
They were parked across the mails there one time. God, it was live parking lot was full.
well, they come like once a year for a few
Mhm.
months or something. I don't know.
Regular
But-
Piggly shops.
Mary and I don't know exactly what it is, but Mary and Alicia went over there and they said they didn't need one because they were like a government
Well,
subsidy.
I'll
kind of
check
thing.
on it.
Like the Obama free phones or something. like
I
that.
think that's what it is. Yeah,
Just building things.
it's that free something, I know that.
Yeah.
But now they need to up the internet if everybody's going to the tablet, so.
I got. Zoom's even my projector on 19. I know there's nothing we can do, but the biggest problem is Frontier and their service. They just don't do nothing.
Yes, it is.
We know, we got Frontier, but this thing about service, though, we got a letter from them that said, like, maintaining the phone system and everything. That we had to go through to sign a separate maintenance contract. For them to come out and do service from. And so C says, we got away from them, we don't have to worry about it. I mean, to get my phone in my house, it took a week. And then it took the guy 30 minutes to fix it when he got there. So it took a week for them to come there.
I have got a phone call about dividing up the Frontier property here, offering it for sale.
And just to let y'all know, Amic is going up on their premiums. So insurance is gonna be more. The only other option that I ran into is to get from under Amic and find an insurance that the city can go under for cheaper value, especially for like individual and family.
You know, I've heard, and MediaCom, I understand they won't run new service. If your service only doesn't already run by your house.
Hmm.
They won't run into it. You heard any of that?
I haven't yet, but
Somebody told me that it already does not does not run by their house, the existing house, and they want to add it to it, they will not run new services. If, for instance, a side street does not have anybody on Mediacom, no service there,
Mhm.
they would not come off the main line.
That's sort of like AT&T because they won't run the service if it's not in that area already.
That would be an issue.
I guess, I know Verizon offers, internet service, but I don't
They do.
guess they offer it here, do you?
Yep.
They probably do, but in certain areas, like
But you gotta be near, you gotta have Verizon connection.
yeah.
So I switched from AT&T to a T-Mobile phone. Cause the T-Mobile tower is right down on Sawyer Road, it's fairly close to me. And
They know
they
they
were
have time
offering
here.
the T-Mobile internet for $50 a month forever. And so I canceled my $80 a month Mediacom because it always went out. And I've never gone out with my T-Mobile. That's
Is that the
it's a
only?
no-brainer. I don't know because nobody will tell you whose tower is who. There's another one around here somewhere because,
Don't we got towers on top of that?
yeah, but I don't know who they are. And then there's one up there on
Our Peterman Highway, we're heading right out
Right.
there.
And I got a phone call about a location near there because I think that's owned by the Harper Estate and they want too much on the lease. And they want to move the tower.
I would love to get
That
other
sounds like a
internet
pretty
other than
serious
Frontier.
move. And I get up,
T-Mobile.
they call me about upgrades all the time. But we have never charged permit fees for utilities. So I don't know if they're being done or not. But the people call me about them.